So here it is. Water going into the pool. Combien de temps? Combien? 2 jours, 3 jours. Ok, c'est bon. Now we have arranged with Jean-Paul, our neighbouring farmer, to come and cut this lot. But unfortunately, he's not going to do it until the weekend after we leave for the UK. So hopefully it won't have all grown back again by the time we come back in May. There's a lot of work to be done. He's going to cut that tree in the background up into pieces as well for us, which is good. There's quite a lot to do. The septic tank or wastewater treatment plant is marked. There's a lot of very long grass. So here we are in what will be the salon, and going to do a bit of investigation because the floor level in here is about 45 centimeters higher than the kitchen, which is going to be on the other side of this wall that you can see in front of you. So we thought we might be able to dig down about that far and make the floor levels the same in both rooms, which would be really useful. But we don't know how far down the foundations go, so I'm going to have a dig. I have my tools, and we'll just see what happens. Okay.
Here we are in the salon to be, and Peter has been busy with his pickaxe, digging a hole in the corner to see how far the external wall goes down. Not entirely sure we've worked that out yet. And then the next job he's doing here is, that's the window out onto the pool side, and he's basically trying to tunnel his way out.
Let me out.
So are you nearly there yet?
I think I can see daylight.
Oh, excellent.
Although I might have imagined it. Oh no, I can see daylight.
Have you
I
made?
definitely can.
Let's see.
Through there. At an angle going that way.
Let's see. Oh yes, excellent. Well done. There's only a few more massive stones to drag out, and yeah, nearly a doorway.
Done with my little hammer.
Very good. Window that will become
So after a lot of sweeping and clearing, we have now got a full room that will be the kitchen. Nice high ceilings. That window you can see will be a double door ultimately. The chimney, or the fireplace in fact, is capped at the top, so that will just be for show in this part of the room. The most interesting thing we've discovered this time round, however, is having swept the floor, we have some enormous stones. There's also a hole where a pillar, a wooden pillar or post was, but some of these stones are huge, and I'm imagining, just to give you an idea, there's my foot. That is a very large stone, and more here. So we think that we will keep them. Not the levelest things in the world, but nonetheless quite nice if we can do enough to make them usable. And that will be another proper double door instead of the sliding one we have at the moment.
Okay, this is the first flush of the ensuite toilet. We have no idea, as usual, whether it's going to leak.
Here we go.
Anything?
Nope.
So I'll look round this side. Tell you what, our videos are fascinating. Anything?
Nope.
Seems to have worked. Empty bowl. I call that a success. So I'm about to turn on the water to, I think, the basin in the ensuite. It's very difficult remembering what's what, not to mention holding the phone. Okay, here we go. It's anticlimactic because I can't turn it. Okay, it's on! Oh dear, that didn't sound too good. Big shout of stop. So after the first leak, a lot of tightening up has to be done underneath the basin. Let's see if that makes any difference. So with a judicious bit of tightening of the tap joints under here, they no longer leak apparently. Can we have a demonstration of the tap?
The tap, yeah.
Because I've left them.
Yeah,
I've left them on upstairs. Whoa, look at that! Is that it?
Well, the basin's full. I don't want to put too much in there because the next thing we need to do is test the waste.
Oh, this is amazing! Working toilet.
So.
Working basin. Now I've got to just check the waste on the basin. Okay, now for the waste. Does the basin leak? Can't see because it's in the way. Anything?
Nope.
Nothing over here.
I'll put some more water in.
So exciting this. So Peter is trying to set up a satellite dish with some help from the chien. We don't no idea where he's come from, but he's enjoying the show. He's very sweet. He's also very old and not very helpful. So this is a momentous day. We've managed to set up the satellite dish attached to the free-sat box, and of course the first programme that we are able to watch on live TV in France is Tipping Point. However, there are 154 channels to choose from, and this is excellent. There's a lot of cable involved in this. There is one slight problem with this though. That's where we need to put the dish. I think it'll work, don't you? The post lady may have to go down a bit slower.
So here we are, the pool looking much more like a pool now, but still a long way from being full. With the water only going in at that rate, could take a while.
Right, well, even though it's only half full, I'm going to go in the pool. Unbelievably cold out here and blowing a gale, and so as you can see I will not be swimming, paddling, and possibly for a very short amount of time. I'm concerned about standing on here because it's not flat, the liner. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Oh, that's lovely! It's refreshing. As long as it doesn't stop my heart. Oh, it's actually quite slippery. Okay, come on. Oh! Actually, I'm feeling colder.
Well, that's very impressive.
I've definitely been in colder. Just need to make sure I know.
Where it starts to disappear down the slope.
You know, if I had my cosy on,
You still wouldn't go in.
I might be tempted, but I can say that because there's no chance. I've lost all feeling in my legs. Oh, it's actually quite nice though.
Well, it certainly will be when it's finished and the weather's hotter.
It's absolutely filthy here. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Good.
End of the 17th week that we've been here. These last 2 weeks have been really nice, as we had our good friends Judith and Philip staying in the gîte, which is just over there, and then my sister came for a few days as well, which was fantastic. So Judith mostly manfully trimmed all the front garden, which is looking much nicer. I had a good go at the weeds as well, so the front garden's looking great. What else has happened outside? Well, there's been a lot of shenanigans with the pool. The men came, they were supposed to have finished it at the end of this week. They came at the beginning of last week. Unfortunately, there's been a massive problem with our water pressure and the water flow, so despite the water having gone into the pool for, I think it's 5 days, as you can see it's not full yet, which meant they haven't been able to come back and finish it, but they have said that they are going to finish it next week, and now it's got to a level, I think, where they can, hopefully that will happen. Another coat of paint on the shed. Peter has also continued in his quest to make holes in the house. A massive great hole here. All this is to do with working out the floor levels. And because he's now discovered that it's actually not all that difficult to, well, I say not all that difficult, pick out holes, pick out stones in the walls. He's taken to it with alacrity. God, the wind is absolutely freezing cold, even though it's a nice sunny day. If you can get in the sun and out of the wind, it's lovely. Oh, there's a hole there. So part of the problem that we have with the water is to do with this blooming pump here, which we can't really get to grips with. It's got a water tanker here that is under pressure, so we have to keep making sure that's filled up. Unfortunately, the pump, which would, I think, or we think, make things more the flow better, doesn't work, and we don't know why. Could be any reason, but anyway, this floor has been swept. Peter's done a great job on that and uncovered all these beautiful stones, which we are going to hopefully preserve, including a rectangular shape in the middle where he dug out a load of wood. Goodness knows what was there or what was holding it up, but nothing seems to have fallen down recently, which is always a good thing. We also managed to get the satellite dish working, but unfortunately we had to go away down the road to do that, and it worked best in the middle of the road, but we thought that might be a problem for any local tractors, so we got it set up in the front of the garage there and trailed the wire all the way back into the house. What's the problem? So inside has seen some more electricals happening upstairs in the attic. Peacocks have gone up. Woohoo! The electricals upstairs are all to do with the ensuite, getting lights ready, and also the light for the main bedroom here. But this is absolutely spectacular. Peter's managed to plumb in the toilet and the basin, and they work. I don't sound at all surprised. I never doubted it for a second. And walls have been painted green, so the ensuite is now coming along an absolute storm. A couple of purchases. We now have a tumble dryer, thank goodness, for the winter, and this fine piece of furniture which is being renovated to be my dressing table. What I didn't show you outside, of course, is the fantastic pipework for all the waste for all this, which is frankly a work of art. So well done to Peter for sorting all that out.